Hello, Divine Masculines. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate everybody that shows up. Love you guys and hope you guys are having an awesome day. I have no idea what we're going to talk about today. Tell you the truth, I've been like a little running around scattered, but you know what? I've been wanting to get some more and extra readings out. So I thought, well, let's do Divine Masculine. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful life, wonderful family, full of peace, joy, and happiness. And this is not an easy attainment, is it? But we strive for always, we never give up with our hope and faith and believing that, there's always going to be a better day if it's not the best day possible. And even if it is the best day, there can even be better, right? And we are into the heart today. 31 for foundation. 31 equals 4. 4 is about creating a foundation. And so a foundation in the heart, the heart. Well, your heart is a special place. It is the engine of the body. It is what makes us tick. It may be the place where the spark exists. I've been thinking a lot about the fire. We know where the water comes from. We experience the water in our heart. We experience the water in the womb. The eternal living waters of the Holy Spirit, the mother feelings, right? It's hard to place that spark. So I've been thinking a lot about the spark. Where does that spark come from? Well, the fact of the matter is, or according to my observation of the egg that waits in the mother's wombs in the deep depths of existence or universe, however you want, or, in the phantom field. And I hope people don't take offense to this, but you are the creator of that spark through your sperm. I really believe that we don't, nothing happens until the sperm hits the egg and it comes out, like that, like it knows it's already alive, it's intuitive, it's instinctive, and it's going to, it wants to mold or come in contact with a place that will, take care of it. And the earth, as we plant seeds to grow, so too is the mother, the woman, the feminine. And she has that seed, and it's just waiting to be fertilized or sparked by the sperm. And so you, Divine Masculine, are a part of the heart, because the heart, I would say, is a really big part of that spark. The spark warms up the heart, maybe from the lower level chakras, right under our heart. We have our root chakra, we have our sacral chakra, we have our solar chakra. And in order to warm our heart up, we must use our feelings and emotions, right? Things that make us feel, oh God, that's just too much. These beautiful emotions that one can get. And where am I going with this? That spark is in you. That spark comes from out of you. I don't know if I want to go too much further into this, but it makes me think of the lingam and the yoni in Hinduism, in the spiritual etheric realms where souls are sparked, where, the spark comes off the lingam and it exits into this world through the yoni. And that is exactly how we, in material form, create other creatures or newborn babies or whatever, right? And another point that God wanted me to point out too, that a woman can have approximately one baby a year, but a man can make as many babies in a day, as he I mean, he can gallivant around and just, make I don't know, however many babies. So, understand that, you know, be careful and play with your sacred parts as if they are sacred. There's creation inside of you, right? Full of abundance. And that spark is within you. You don't necessarily have to be having sex and making babies to feel that spark either. You can pull that spark up into the heart and begin doing things that bring in satisfaction of self, that make you feel not full of pride, but proud of who you are. Because that's joy in life, is to be proud of who we are. And in order to be proud of who we are, we got to get down to the nitty gritty and know who we are. Who are we? What do we stand for? What do we want at the end days of our life? What are we trying to create between now and then? And am I creating it with my heart? Remember, we may have forgotten on this planet, but the day we pass from this planet to another, every memory passes before our eyes. And we know on the other side where we've been and what we've done and how we've done it. And we have to live with ourselves through that, right? We have to live with ourselves. Are we going to do the right thing for the right reasons? Or are we going to do what we want to do because we need instant gratification? And it's just an easy way to alleviate pressure, quickly, instead of working through our internal life and looking at ourselves and seeing that we are the universe. The universe is us. We are the universe in so many different shapes, flavors, and forms. That's powerful. That's powerful, because if you get in alignment with the universe, you can do so many wonderful and great things. You can express yourself. You can learn to love yourself. Getting in alignment with the universe is all about developing yourself into what you would imagine the universe could be, or what you could be with the universe inside of you. And it takes a great imagination to step over that threshold, to go through that door and be willing to remember who you are, and to go through your life and take accountability for everything you've done, and to move forward from there with a bigger heart. With a bigger heart. The bigger your heart, the more love you have for yourself, the more love you have for creation. And that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know why. I don't understand. When I hated myself, I hated everybody. And as I began to learn to love myself, I loved everybody. And I always did love everybody. And I really don't think I ever really hated myself. I think there were people around me that hated me, and I absorbed all that, So I thought I was a horrible, unworthy person because people around me thought I was horrible and unworthy. Nobody told me that. But I'm an empath and can pick up all that stuff. So I understand now, that trauma, hating yourself, really will expel out into other people. And if you're an empath, you will pick that up and you'll hate yourself. And you won't even know why. I had no reason to hate myself. I'd never been a bad person. I made mistakes. I'm not perfect. But never did anything that I should hate myself for. Because most of everything I did was stuff that I saw other people doing from where I was raised. So I had to get away from that in order to begin to lead my own life and be the person that I wanted to be. That takes heart. You got to be strong and courage. We are in Leo season. Leo is all about the heart, strengthening the heart, having courage, being faithful no matter what to what you believe is right, to stand up for your ideology of what is true takes a lot of heart. And God's asking the divine masculines to understand that you have the spark of life in you just as much as the feminine. I mean, it might be the fire and air in you that connects with the earth and water in the mother. You may be the elements of fire and air, because without that spark, without a mind, we're just mindless, right? So it would just lay there. The egg would not be able to complete itself. So we could say the darkness, the egg is of the darkness and the sperm is of the light. These two coming together and commingling and creating a life, whatever life it may be, from worms, from maggots, from flies to even greater creatures than we could see, maybe. Creatures that we can't even see. Yeah, we're in that evolution. We're evolving. Being open to things that we don't know, to be open to the unknown, and watching for the synchronicities, that the symbolism that says, hey, you're going the right way. Because it'll show up if you're in alignment. You'll know, because everything will go perfect. It'll be awesome. I mean, not everything will be perfect. There'll be things going on around you that you have to do and take action for. But you'll feel safe in the center of this nest right here. Your heart, will be in the right place. And that's what this is all about. Bringing your heart to the right place. Bringing your heart to being truthful. Bringing your heart to being, to knowing that you're a teacher. You're a teacher of children. You're a teacher of your wife. You're a teacher of the people you're around. You're an influence. You have a position on this planet as a divine masculine or as a male. Your position is to be a good son. Your position is to be a good father. Your position is to do the best you can with what you got. Don't worry about what you don't have. Just appreciate what you do. Appreciate what you do have. Don't look elsewhere for shiny things that will get you nowhere, but, in a conflict. Never put your wife in conflict or in competition with another woman. Don't do that to her. She'll feel the energy all over you. She'll know something isn't right. And that's going to bring tension and hell to the household. Treat your wife with respect. The day you decide you want to spend your energy and your sperm on a new one, you need to go to your wife or your girl and say, I'm attracted to somebody else at this time, and I'm afraid we're going to have to break that contract. You'll respect yourself so much, and so will she. So will she. Oh, she'll cry. She'll have a fit. It'll be miserable. But it's better than taking her through the gutter and making her a third party in a relationship that you're going to have, because she'll never forgive you for that. Yeah. So you want to protect the hearts that are around you, not just your heart. You want to protect other people's hearts too, especially if you want love and kindness and gentleness in your life. Be nice to the hearts that are around you. And every human you look at, you see a heart there. Don't see the face, don't see the body. Look at the heart. Look at the heart. Because the heart could outshine whoever is holding it. It doesn't matter what people look like or how they, or how they appear. There are good hearts that are hiding beneath, I don't know, what do you want to say, older women? We have great hearts. We're wonderful. For some reason, though, at a certain age, most men like to trade them off for a younger woman, but that younger woman probably won't stay, and if she does, it's not going to be the same. If you're making a home with somebody, make sure you keep that place secure. Make sure you don't let other things in to the security of your heart and home that's going to tear it down. That's a message for somebody. Okay, sorry, that really got serious. Maybe I was talking to somebody I know, but it doesn't matter. It happens all around the world. And, we can't keep quiet about it. Don't break the hearts of the women you're with. Be truthful and honest with them. Be dignified. You'll feel better about yourself if you do. Stand up and say, I'm not attracted to you anymore. You don't have to tell her that you got a young girl you've got your eye on or a younger woman. You don't have to say that to her. But make sure you let her know that just because she's older, that don't mean that she's worse. We're like fine wine. We get better as we go. And we, as women, do not want to put our hearts in the hands of men because of that very reason. They don't know how to handle precious hearts. Some men are only looking for one thing. A heart don't mean nothing to them. But eventually that one thing will get old and tiring, and a good hot meal and a nice movie will sound good. Eventually. But it might be out of order. There might not be no more good meals and hot coffee and a good movie anymore with some good talk. You got to make your choices and you got to be wise about them. There we go. Divine Masculine, I love you. And if this resonates with you, okay. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay too. Because I'm here to speak on the heart. The heart is a very special thing. It should be treated as a sacred thing in each and every one of us. And if you know somebody that you cannot treat their heart or them as something sacred, then leave them alone. If you think they're not good enough for you, get away from them. Do not continue to be around people and think terrible things about those that think they love you. Do not break hearts. Be the man and go and say, I can't do it anymore. I'm on my way out. Pack your bags and leave. She'll get over you. By the time it's over, she'll be glad she got over you. She'll be glad. And she'll realize that, while you're off doing your thing, that she's living her best, most peaceful, authentic, loving life ever because she's learning to love herself. Self. The rainbow. Duality. Capable of pulling any color out at any time. From white to black. Yeah, maybe she'll turn into a duality. Maybe, yeah. What does that mean? That means she knows what's dark and she knows what's light. It means she can play in the darkness and she can play in the light. A duality. A Gemini. 7 of Wands and self. Protecting herself. Protecting self. So what I'm saying to you is to protect yourself from bad things, from karma, because God loves the hearts of the daughters. God loves the daughters. Don't break the daughter's heart. And I guess that's what God is asking you today, Divine Masculine, is that if you decide, that you do not want to be with someone, honor yourself and honor them by being straight up and down before you decide you're going to be with someone else. Start a new thing. Be the one that does that. I've never met anybody that did that. Never. But is it possible? If you are masculine that breaks up with a woman before you decide to take on another, please let me know. I want to congratulate you and tell you that, the idea of loving yourself enough to be dignified enough to do the hard thing, and face her face to face and say, I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore. We're going to break up. It's very important to do that, or to do the right thing and honor her with the security of the marriage she thought she was being honored. So, I mean, there's not a lot of choices, and it's pretty clear and bare. By honoring her and honoring yourself, God honors you. Look at all those beautiful colors around her and the doves, right? The doves mean freedom, truth, love. To be free, you have to be truthful, because you can get tangled up into lies. It's like weaving a spider web around yourself, and you begin lies will take you, and you'll be like hanging there like a fly, waiting for the spider to devour you. Who is the spider? She is karma. There's law and justice in the universe. There are 12 laws of the universe. You definitely want to, and they're the only laws we need to follow. The law of love, the law of one, the law of, don't do anything to anybody that you don't want done onto you. Always think about it. Think about it. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. Because you never know. You never know who you're messing with. Never. You could be messing with somebody that knows God, works with God. And it could get you into a mess. It could get you into a big old mess, Divine Masculine. All I'm asking is honor your heart. Honor her heart. Honor truth. 10 of Swords. The end of all that. The end of all that. The end of it. How many families have been broke up over lust? How many men go down that road? It's so easy on your phone to look at, whatever, taking that energy back to your wife, comparing your wife to this one. Do you know what that does to us? Why should we tolerate that? We don't have to tolerate it. And the end is coming to that. Look, some women excuse that, but I am for the woman that stands up and says, no, out of my life. We're not tolerating that. We're not teaching it to our sons. We're not teaching it to our daughters that it's okay, that daddy can do whatever. No, we're not doing that. Daddy can't do whatever. Daddy has responsibilities to himself, to his children, to his wife, to this planet. Examples to make. What kind of example are you as a father? Are you a good example to your sons to treat their wives and mother-in-laws with love, respect, and dignity, so that they can be proud of who they are? So that when they sit down to rest, they can be happy and know that they've done the right thing and relax, kick back, know that all is well, and just take it all in. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. To have a clear heart, a clear mind, to know that you've done the right thing for the right reasons. It holds up the whole damn foundation. It's the destiny of your world. Because if you don't, you're giving yourself over to fate. Fate is where you don't make a plan or you don't make a stand. And God only knows, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You'll fall for anything. So stand for something. Stand for truth. Stand for justice. Stand for doing the right thing. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. Let's bring this world back into the people, where the people are learning to get along, relearning to love themselves, and in loving themselves, they can love outsiders. It is a journey. Because in loving yourself, it takes time, patience, and to be alone, not to fall to the urges of you need comfort right now. It falls into the urges, Divine Masculine, that you need to comfort yourself. Instant gratification will only make you feel worse and worse and worse. Go the long haul. What is the long haul? Healing, going in and looking at your emotions, how you feel. Why do you feel that way? What brought you to the place of where you're feeling right now? Why do you feel like you're at the end of your road? Why do you feel that? You want to hold up the foundation to your life. The foundation to your life starts with the first card, self-love. She popped out again and again and again. Because if you can love yourself, if you can learn to love yourself, but how do we love ourselves if we're not doing the right thing? What is there to love? If you're not doing the right thing, how do you care about who you are? What do you find to love about yourself? That's right. You got to find things to love about yourself and nurture those things. Whether your mom, dad found them or not, whether the babysitter saw them or not. You don't care about those people that didn't see you for who you are. Because you didn't know who you were. Now you're at an age where you can learn. You can learn and balance your life and find out who you are. And the first step is truth. Being able to balance your home and family. You know, when you can balance your home and family, then you can balance anything. But you can't have a home and family if you have outside life. Nor can you balance or take care of them if you got an outside life. If you're playing with the energies that don't belong in the family. Leave those energies alone. Dedicate yourself to your family, to that which you created. You planted trees, you have children. Water them with love, security. Show them you'll be there. You know, you're the Papa Tree. Papa trees don't run through the forest looking for other mama trees. They stick beside the tree they created. And you know, you've planted these seeds, these children on this planet. It's totally your job to leave them something to follow. Someone they can be proud of. Not because you've achieved money, not because you got riches, but because you have a good character. You can't buy that. That's something you gotta work for. You gotta work for the good character. I don't know why this is coming out, but here it is. It's a message for somebody. You gotta have good character in order to care about yourself. Character, care. Character, care. You got to care about yourself. And then you work on your character. Care enough about yourself to work on yourself. Queen of Swords, that's the damn truth. Look, that's wisdom. That's wisdom. See that owl? The snow owl, the truth from infinity. I learned today that the eternal is darkness, and it's eternal. And then infinity is light. So what comes first? Darkness or light? You know, it's the chicken and egg thing, right? It don't matter. We have wisdom on this planet that we can use to change our life. It comes from our elders. It comes from people who have lived this life. You know, being true, being truthful, caring about yourself and others. You don't want to carry lies all over you. These things weigh you down. The light is the light. It doesn't have lies and it doesn't live in lies. It's light. The darkness can hide the lies, but that pressure will eventually break down your structure, your foundation. Everything will fall apart because it's not in alignment. Our alignment is to come up out of the darkness into the light and bring the darkness with us. It begins to be, you know, not dark. It goes into gray because the light is shining through us. And our darkness begins to be healed. And truth is the first step. It was my first step. I vowed that I would tell the truth, whether I liked it or not. And so I did. And I tell you what, it's the best lesson for teaching you to tell the truth. Because I also vowed that if I didn't tell the truth, that I would expose the lies that I was telling me spirit wasn't working with me, God wasn't working with me. I went through it step by step from the time I was 33 years old up to this point. At 33, I was initiated into God's world. There was no going back, not for me. It was the best world I ever got into. And God was going to educate me on things like I wanted to get an education, you know? So, I'm going to go. I went with it. It was the best step I ever took. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to join God's army, to be proud of myself, to be happy with who I am, content wherever I go. Oh yeah, it was hell. I had to clear out myself. He got me up out of hell. I come up out of darkness. I'm probably one of the biggest demons that was ever down there. Yeah. I remember when I went to God, I said, God, ain't nobody on this planet ever going to be able to help me do the right thing. If you don't take me into the fold, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was capable of anything. And I wasn't always nice. Yeah, I've held guns to people's heads. I'm gangster. But God brought me out of that. I fought my way through the darkness to get here to the light. There's a lot of things I'm not proud of. But the truth is, I was that. I was that. And I came through it into the light. And now I'm not that anymore. I tamed my beast. I tamed that demon. I loved it until it quieted down. And it's with love and truth that we calm our demons down. We love them. We accept who we are. We accept where we come from. We accept that, we weren't perfect. We accept all these things, and we love ourselves anyway. We love ourselves with a passion, because we're all we got, and we are the emanation of the universe on this planet. We are creators. We're part of the creation. We are creators. And we want to create good things while we're down here. At least we have to pay. At least we have to pay. And we will. If we need to pay, we pay. I paid my ticket. I paid my karma from this lifetime, last lifetime. And I'm moving forward. And I'm saying to all you guys that it is possible. And that God is waiting for you. Mother. It's a message from Mother. She's waiting. She's waiting for you to be the husbandman. She always meant you to be a good man, a kind man, a gentleman that does what needs to be done. There's nothing wrong with separating from people that you love. What's wrong with it is not speaking it out, not trying to work the problem out, and then, doing things within the relationship that bring dishonor to the family. Don't dishonor your family, right? Don't dishonor your family. This seemed like such an important message today. I don't know, we're not going to go much further in this. I'm going to pull one charm, the star. Be a star. Be a star in your family's life and shine bright and guide them through the darkness. That's what you're for, Divine Masculine, is here to shine a light on your family, protect them, love them, honor them, and be proud of your children. Be proud of your wife. Be proud of what you've attained in life. And, be proud of yourself. You're only going to find it in them if you find it in you. If you can't find nothing to be proud of within yourself, you're never going to find anything to be proud of anybody else. So it's not the others, it'll be you. You. It all falls back on you. And how you see life, that'll fall back on you too. It'll all fall on you. So it's best to be open minded and kind and gentle and loving and truthful and allow God to bring in the light than it is to be small minded, lying, cheating, and sending ugly thoughts or feeling ugly thoughts to those that are closest to you when you should be hugging them and kissing them on the neck instead of thinking they're the worst thing you ever had in your life. You know, because you're not only damaging yourself with those ugly things, you're hurting her too, or him, or whoever it is that those thoughts are going to. Stepchildren, mother, father, father-in-law, mother-in-law. Control your thoughts. Control how you feel about others by learning about how you feel about yourself. Learn how you feel about yourself. Because how you feel about yourself, that's how you feel about others. Pretty easy, right? We're all just mirrors. We're all just mirrors. Yeah, you can tell people they hate themselves because they look like they hate themselves and they look like they hate others too. Okay, well, with that being said, my